Hello everyone. I know it's been a while since I posted, but I've just I don't know. So, we're gonna do brutal today. And I'm gonna show you how to P rank P2 like pretty easily. Actually, my fastest P rank is on brutal. I'm gonna do it on brutal. So this is how to P rank brutal really easily. It's it might seem really challenging, but it's not that bad. So, um we're just gonna get some things out of the way first. So, very obviously, you can, like, go super fast here. It's not really a requirement, though. If you... Obviously, you are gonna want to go quick, but mostly when you're doing brutal, you mainly want to end a fight as quickly as possible, but also not die. This room right here is a really big challenge because Cerberus on brutal difficulty are absolutely nuts. So what you're gonna want to do is a really easy way to do this is just to do this. And then they all die instantly. Now you're just gonna want to do Star Trap and then start coining. That's a really easy way. Also, the virtues really bad here. Sometimes the virtues will spawn up there, but you're just going to do a pump charge, dash through it to not take any damage. See, just like that. So this whole first part is really difficult, but it's not actually that bad once you know how to do it. So see, they're all gone. Now, I like to do this, and then start saw trapping here, or just sawing. You can get these four little losers out of the way really quickly like that. So what I did there was I hit the sentry into that pit over there, since sentries take a huge amount of knockback from the knuckle blaster. Then I started doing this, after of course parrying the hit from the swords machine. And the other sentry should die. Sentries really have super low HP. You'll have about 5,000 style if you do it exactly like I do. Take it or leave it. Now you're gonna wanna get your SRS cannon ready. You're gonna wanna go down here, instantly get him, charge up this, and hit him with the knuckle blaster as well, just to really quickly kill them. Now you're gonna wanna start. You're gonna wanna do the I forget what it's called, but the electric nail gun, you know. You can kill that dude really easily. I usually kill him with the SRS cannon. Now see, you can get the virtues out of the way really quickly. However, during this fight, the most important thing you're gonna want to do is keep mind of every projectile. And what I mean by keeping mind of every projectile is whenever any mind flares do that, you need to parry it. And whenever they're doing their lasers, you're gonna dodge it. You're gonna want to knuckle blast that to take out both idols at the exact same time. And now, mind flares on brutal are actually really easy compared to everything else. This shouldn't be too much of a challenge. You've already gone so far in the game. You've P-ranked the entirety of Act 2, you've been P1, all on brutal difficulty. You can do this room. This room's actually not that bad. It's also one of the hardest rooms in all of P2. I almost said easiest, that would have been a lie. Now, the Insurrectionist fight, it's not really that big of a deal. I'm gonna be honest, it's super easy. You can in fact skip it with this. That was embarrassing. So as I was saying, you can skip it by doing this. And then you go here, and they just drop in like that. However, I'm not gonna do that, because I want to show you guys how to do it really easily if you can't skip it, or for some reason the skip breaks, like it did with me. So I'm just going to show you, these guys are actually really not that bad. You need to make sure that your parries are on point. And remember, your biggest priority is doing damage quickly. And now you're going to want to end this fight with at least 35 HP. So 50, that's fine. Now, a lot of people will do a core nuke here. And see, that's just this. You know, killing the virtues and maybe deflecting some projectiles into Maurice. But I find that it's very inconsistent. So actually, I looked at a few speedrunners' videos. This is a much more consistent way. Okay. Now, what did I actually do here? Okay, let me show you what I did. So, if you can't tell by now, the freeze frame rocket launcher is your best friend. It's super great. So what I did was freeze, shoot, hop on, unfreeze, shoot again, and then you can really, and then you shoot another frozen rocket, whiplash it, and you have to wait a moment, just a moment, so that the Maurices start shooting, because you want the projectiles to go back into Maurices. Now, the virtues will be deflected into the wall and die, and the projectiles will go back into Maurice so that they both die. And then you can just whiplash onto the sentry here. Again, sentries are very easy, so you can just shotgun swap, use a knuckle blaster, or you can even SRS cannon them to kill them instantly. Now, we're gonna go here. And now there's just one enraged Cerberus in this room. And yes, I know it's difficult, and I know it's scary, but it's not actually that bad. So what did I do? I used the sharpshooter revolver, and I jump to get that 3x style multiplier. It doesn't have to be 3 times. It can just be like 2 times. It's fine. But we're trying to get style here because style's pretty hard on this level. So you shoot when the Maurice starts blasting so that you immediately kill him, killing the sentries as well, and then you whiplash onto him and SRS cannon him. Now remember, to insta-kill a Cerberus, you need to let the SRS cannon hit him and then move on and punch, because it needs to do a little bit of damage, because just punching normally, that wasn't a punch, but you know what I mean. Punching normally isn't gonna kill him. Now, this room is really tricky, but it's not that bad. It is the hardest of these because I don't want to use anything too crazy, so I'm just going to show you how I normally go about this in like a non-speed run or anything. Okay, you're going to want to hit the guy here. Just parry him. Just parry him. Okay. I just had to warm up a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Now what you're going to want to do here is this. Parry him. If you're low health, you can kill one of these dudes. Now remember, the ferryman is really easy, you just have to maintain calm. Okay, now you're gonna want to end up here. And you're gonna want to start stall trapping the heck out of them. Now, this is the hardest room. Remember, this is the hardest room on brutal difficulty. So remember, we do this. Parry him. You're gonna want a core nuke. Okay. Now I know I'm really fumbling here. Now, the sentries are the worst part of this. Once you get past the sentries, it's all over, okay? This part is easy. Now you're just gonna do this. Remember, once you get to this part, your priority is now to stay alive. You don't want to rush as much. You can kill a virtue, but you want to get this thing out of the way first. Now, you're gonna kill the rest of the virtues. The idol is gone. Now, there are many ways to do this without being that risky, but I find that you're actually quite safe here. Cerberus are really helpless if you're just up in the air. And of course you dash. You need to dash to dodge their projectiles, but they're not actually that bad. Now, I did that. I don't know why I did that. I had a brain fart, sorry. You can just... and it'll instantly kill the stalker. That's if you're low on time. So... you just unlock... this is a little break. Now, for the Panopticon, you're just gonna want to kill him quickly and stay alive. You can let it take a little while. What I like to do for the Panopticon is this. I'm gonna spam freeze frame rockets. I'm gonna... and then, once this comes, I'm gonna freeze frame out of there. I'm also gonna hit him with a drill. And then the moment he starts this mortar attack, you want to freeze frame. Now Sisyphus is gonna break out. And I'm gonna place down 10 stall traps and a magnet. And I'm just gonna manage this to build up a really big stall trap.
Indeed, I accept your offer. The kingdom of heaven has long since forgotten my name, and I'm eager to make them remember. However, the blood of the stains your hands, and I must admit...
now, this stall trap is fine. Now I'm gonna skip it. And now this is just parry. You're gonna parry him whenever you can. That's his easiest attack right there. If you want to get some damage over time on him, you're gonna want to use the fire starter. And remember, just parry him. Now in phase 2, all of his attacks start to explode like a second after. Or most of them anyway. And stalls are your best friend here. You want to stay near your saw trap. Okay, that was a good run though. Now if you die, you have to restart the P rank obviously, but I'm not going to. I'm very confident. And you're just gonna want to keep on dealing as much damage as possible. By now you should have the required style. But you're just gonna keep parrying him, because parrying not only adds back to your health, it adds back to your stamina, which is the most important tool you have for dodging. Now if you do mess up a little bit, don't worry, he's not completely a wall. He's not immortal. He can be killed. You just have to get used to his attacks. Now, that took me about 15 minutes because every time you do this, it pauses the timer. But you'll have a P rank. Obviously, I had a D rank because I died a few times. But that's mainly because I'm talking. So let me show you just a full run from me. And this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to mute my mic. And I'm just going to show you how to P rank.
kingdom of heaven has long since forgotten my name, and I am eager to make them remember. However, the blood of the stains you there, and that's the truth. I'm curious about your skills and weapons, and so, before I tear down the cities and crush the armies of heaven, you should do as an appetizer. Come forth, child man, and die. You can't win. That's it. Destroy. This will. You can't escape. Be gone. This gone. So concludes the life and times of King Sisyphus. A fitting end to an existence defined